Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome.
We would love to start off by setting an invocation and intention so that this space may be consecrated as safe and sacred as we are here to share our testimony and our testament of this incredible divine channel, bringing our imagination into physical, tangible reality. As this is for us, may it be so for you in all forms. Taking a deep breath in, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment, centering into the wholeness that you are, welcoming in your highest self, your best self, and your present self. I call upon the angels, guides, and beings that love us and support us unconditionally to be present with us, to guide us, and to protect us so that we may create all that is meant to benefit the greater good into a higher vibration of love. We welcome in all. We welcome in truth. We welcome in peace. Therefore, may this be an invocation to ignite the true nature of the enlightened one that you are becoming. You have the power, you have the strength, you have the vibration to set anything into motion. May you express yourself in all forms. May abundance flow to you easily and effortlessly. May all that you favor be savored into the present now. So be it, and so it is. Om Mani Padme Hum. May you awaken to the Buddha within. So be it, and so it is. So be it, and so it is. So be it, and so it is. Hello everyone, my name is Buddha May. This translates to beautifully enlightened one, and this is all to remind you that you have the Buddha within, and by living in the beauty way, all will unfold in the most harmonious way. With that said, I am so grateful to be sharing about this beautiful Align piece that is a sacred adornment to deeper our connection with mind, body, and spirit.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction and setting of intentions for this magical evening that we have upon us. Hello everyone, my name is Victor, also known as the Brown Lotus, and on behalf of the universe and everything behind it, I'm so excited to share this evolution of our project, Alignment. We're out here in nature with this beautiful creation that I partook in with my beautiful partner, collaborator, the Buddha Man. And first, I just want to take a moment to just admire these elements out in nature. This collection of 3 is really symbolic to me and very sentimental, because coming from a lineage of jewelry making, craftsmanship, metalworking, there's so many names that you call it. We call it goldsmith, metalsmith, jeweler. This piece right here, the Align, which is the piece that I have most connection with and process of crafting. After the whole design process and the whole sketching of it, it followed creating this in wax. And that goes through a whole process of casting, of creating molds, of heating, of cooling, which really embodies the elements as well, because we use water, we use fire, we use earth, we use even air. So many things of these natural elements that we worked with, from metals to crystals to rocks.
We just got our molds back.
To coloration processes, which are actual natural chemical compounds found on Earth as well, that involves the oxidative process. And that is something that really inspired us to create on the leaf that you see, the Align piece, where the leaves are oxidizing, kind of replicating the decay of nature and also the rebirth. It's all a cycle. So that was incredibly inspiring to just conceive of. And that was something that couldn't have been done in the traditional timeline of work, because to think of that really meant we had to be outside for hours just to take in the beauty of nature with no schedule and be completely free, be completely liberated, and truly work on divine timing, because a lot of that came down through divine timing. We sincerely believed that had it been on a 5-hour basis, this could not have happened. The profound extension of the work could not have happened. So that is something that is of great importance that we would like to share as well when it comes to creativity. Creativity should not be pinned down by monetary exchange or even transactional exchanges. It is a completely liberating force of nature that we have been gifted by the Most High.
Victor introduced me to John. John is the catalyst to providing us space where we were able to create this physical manifestation of the adornment. And with that, you introduced me to your craft and shared with me what was so special and dear to you, and I'm really grateful that I got to experience that here. And lovingly, John was able to provide space for me to learn how to cut my first brass. And in that experience, there was about 6 other people in here that were also learning how to cut brass. And that first time touching the tools, it really felt so natural to me. It was so exciting because I felt like I've done this before. And I love putting my head down and just focusing on something and being able to purely channel my energy into art. So I take that really seriously. And the first time we did that here, we created a crescent moon. And that also had sparked something within me as I was opening my journey to embodying the sound healer and crystal healer that I am. I started working even deeper with the moon phases. And I realized that by cutting out that moon, it actually was also a form of me cutting out and bringing into physical reality what I inherently have within me as a divine feminine embodiment to work with the cycles of the moon and to share that with other people. And that first cut, in my opinion, was divine. I'm really proud of that cut. And everyone in the room was like, how did you do that? You've done this before. And I really feel like when you are open to try something new and you release any outside experiences or pressure and just allow yourself to sit and be with that experience, within that experience, it can take you on a deeper journey if you let it.
Hello everybody, my name is John. I am one of the founders of Cielo Mystic and I am a master of many crafts. One of the things that called me to working with alignment and creating the ritual and being a part of the process with May and with Victor, with Jasmine, has been my fascination with mastery of the four elements. I think that understanding how we master our elements helps us understand how we can manifest in our reality. So I'm really excited to explore this ritual and the process of elevating you to the step of mastery along with my friends here. So I hope you guys enjoy. I practice many forms of art, and I feel like mastery is about understanding the primary material. Alchemy is about getting to the source of things, getting to the groundworks of things. And with the alignment ritual, that's definitely something that we look to explore. Understanding how to start from the ground up in your manifestations and in your alignment and in your own work as an artist. I mastered one skill first, and I think that might have been perfumery for me. And then that skill translated into other forms and other mediums. When I found myself with a different material or a different primary source, it just became instinctive because it was just about learning how to translate the skills from one thing into the other.
May you be sacredly adorned in this vibration. Thank you. And may I please get your reaction when you're ready in verbal experience? I'll hold the mic for you.
This is so beautiful, so intricate. I could see all the passion and love that you put into creating this piece. I feel like the message that it has is so deep and profound, and I'm so excited to explore that with you here.
Thank you. This is such a blessing to be able to see it being visually seen but felt as you're really running your hands through the textures of everything. Just noticing its expression, its growth, and just playing with it with really like, oh, I love the way that you connected that. Really amazing. This is beautiful. This is like opening yourself to a new vision, just exploring to the inner child, the inner curiosity. He literally just formed into a new way that I haven't even tried before. So that was really cool to see. It actually looked like a spiral, the vortex. I really loved that connection. And as you're feeling this, may I please adorn you with this piece?
Sure. I was very fortunate to go on the alchemist journey. I traveled I explored, I met other masters. I was very grateful to have sculptors and mediums and really interesting people teach me along the way. And I think they saw my passion, and they saw my shared interest in the universe, and they taught me a lot. So I was very fortunate to find a lot of people that were willing to just pour their minds into me at a very young age. And you know who you are. If you're watching this, you know how much you've meant to me in guiding me and helping me become the man that I am today. So if it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't be where I am, and I don't think I would have the diligence or will to keep pushing after all these years.
May your pineal gland be able to create anything that you desire. And as you align yourself, may you take in deeper breaths, aligning your spine up your body. You're feeling this magnetic pull while also feeling this grounding.
The one thing that really speaks to me is passion. If I see somebody that is dedicated and wants to create something, and I have the ability to do it, to help in any way, to kind of pay it forward, or see another creator come from a space where I have been creative, then I always jump on that opportunity. But aside from that, it's not just passion, but discipline, the combination of passion and discipline that can make any project come to life.
Stillness within the chaos. This is something that we are all here to master. And I feel that in the process of creating this piece, the chaos was in beautiful alignment with the creative process. And it is in the chaos that we can decipher and find new perspectives and new ways of thinking, of being, of feeling. It's here to shake something within us, to restructure and recalibrate what is waiting to be released. And so I would love to speak about the importance of creating the Tree of Life necklace. I, prior to this, have never wire wrapped in this lifetime. And I felt the ambitious call to try it, because if someone can do it, so can I. That's how I felt. And I know that when I create, I am a visual learner. And so I love taking my time and inspecting the element that I'm going to be working with and treating it as a teacher. I am wire wrapping this piece right now. I'm so thankful that I'm wearing gloves, because when I took my gloves off to feel the vibration that is coming off of this, there's labradorite crystals and citrine on this. I don't know what is becoming of this, but there are 8 arms on each side, and there's 8s all up on the body. I'm really feeling like this is some sort of tree of life, some sort of bug, some sort of, I don't know, but it's so beautiful, but it's also freaking me out. I'm gonna continue and see where it takes me. So I listened to that call, and it's so important in the chaos of the unknown to pause and listen. And so this piece is about listening. It's about waiting. It's about creating in the role of the student. And I sat on this rock in Central Park, and I was so determined. I knew something was going to become of this moment, and I just let myself go. I let the piece speak for itself, and as I was wire wrapping and creating, I left my mind in the ground, and I just let my hands connect to the piece and and go. And I was chanting mantras as I was creating this piece in my mind to keep myself in that vibration of intentionality. And when we do chant these mantras, we are able to bring our attention to the seeds that are within each syllable and each intention of bringing our state into union with our highest self and the Creator. And I love the aspect of repurposing and redefining what once was into what is and what is soon to be. These pieces and the new interpretations that we can set upon what we are given here on this earth is truly a divinely given talent that we all have. And the curiosity within each moment really is what I allowed myself to feel curious.
Just want to take a moment to talk about what it means to have sacred adornment on our bodies and seen through our eyes, and the whole journey of that process and how it's connected. Beginning with the etymology of adornment. When I hear that word, all that comes to mind is adore. That's all I can think about, adore. I love that. And it's really a pleasure to my eye senses and then my tactile senses to feel things. It really reminded me while creating this piece as well, while we said before, the amount of time, divine patience as well. That's very much connected to creating sacred adornment, things that have meanings on multiple levels. The body really is a vessel, a moving vehicle. It can be considered also a temple, an altar, very, very sacred instrument as well. We feed ourselves with food. We feed ourselves with water.
We found out that the chain does not hold. It does not withstand the strength test. So unfortunately, but fortunately, we're gonna have to find a new chain.
We feed ourselves with the elements. And this is where sacred adornment comes into play. These elements on our skin is the largest organ of our bodies. It's no coincidence why we love to put things on our bodies, from like the oils, the fragrances, the elements of metal, of stone, even water. Like me being a Cancer, I love immersing myself in water. It's the same thing. It's another form of adornment, adorning ourselves with the liquid that sustains us. It's really, really amazing. This piece really, as you were saying before, just reveals so much. It's not only this piece, it's the process. It's diving into these kinds of processes that is so richly rewarding because it reveals so much throughout the act of this process. We did not only create a tangible item, adornment, sacred adornment, we also discovered so much within ourselves, within each other, within life. So many questions that we have about life are really answered through this kind of process as well. For example, why am I here? I think we all have that question in mind. The process of creating answers that question straight up. We're here to create, period.
I would love to elaborate on that. We are here to create, period. I loved hearing about the aspect of adorn. Adore. Ooh, I love the way that you pulled out the word adore from adornment. As our bodies are the sacred temple, it is the vessel of our soul. And the way that we caress our spirit and care for our spirit is through these elements. We caress our lungs with the beautiful breath of life. We also breathe everything into this physical reality when we speak. We cleanse our spirit. We cleanse and wash our bodies with this water as we consume this water. We also allow ourselves to be warmed by the fire. We allow ourselves to be grounded by the earth. And touching all of these elements, we really are adoring all of these surroundings that we are given here. And this is why everything is everything. This is why it answers the question of who am I? Why am I here? It is because of the I am. And those three sacred letters, I, A, M. It brings into formation the answer to everything. And it is so beautiful that we have this experience of the question and the answer. And without the question, there is no answer. Without the answer, there's no question. And this duality that we see it as is really the unification. It is one whole. The divine feminine and the divine masculine that is within each and every one of us. The divine feminine that I am in this lifetime experiencing. The divine masculine that you are in this lifetime here experiencing is here to be mastered and merged together, and to know that we have and hold the seeds of creation. And I love that we can adorn ourselves in so many different ways. And by really investing our time and energy into breathing everything that we feel and breathing throughout the chaos, I learned so much more about my breath as I was creating these pieces, and how to loosen the tension within the body, really to loosen the muscles. And as I was connecting to each of these elements, how much delicacy is needed within these hard pieces.
So true.
And that aspect of strength and delicacy, it's such an amazing feeling that there is so much strength within purity, within the stillness, within kindness. There's so much strength in that. And to be kind to all of these objects that we are being given gifts of, to be kind to the vessel that we hold, to nourish it, to treat it as sacred, and to know that there is a being within each item here alongside us, living alongside us. If it's sentient or not, it is a being. Its physical purpose goes beyond the purpose of what we can see. It is what we feel. And this piece is all about the feelingness of these elements on our skin, of these elements in our energy field. And this is how we connect it to the vibration of the feelings, of the words and the sounds and the complexities in our album alignment. All of these are meant to be felt and to take us into a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of freedom. And all of these sacred tools that we are given are teachers. When we realize that everything is a teacher, we then can become a student of life. And this is how we graduate. This is how we do it.
Hey.
We just be it. And we become it. We wrap ourselves in it. And we dive into it. We ignite it. All of those elements.
It's so magical.
Bring us closer and really ultimately within the home of the soul, the home of the self, the home of life. And all of those feelings, all of these senses are to bring us inward. And as we were working on these pieces, we listened to so much music. We listened to so much music, and we also listened to the music of the universe, silence. We let our minds run its beautiful thoughts, but also be in the symphony of silence. Oof. There's so much to create in silence, in stillness. And this is what makes it sacred. When we allow it to be more than what the eye can see, and allow it to be what the eye can feel. And with that, I align myself to the evolution that is life. I align myself to the schoolroom of creation and manifestation in this beautiful, divinely given vessel that I hold, that I carry, and that I bring forth. And this is a sacred mirror to you. You are the divine, and this home is always welcome to you at any time. You are welcome to travel at any time with your senses, with your feeling, and with your being. Affirmed. Creation. This is when we allow ourselves to be in one union of divine presence and physical presence. We are all here to create, and we all know that we are vessels of divine creation. In the aspect of co-creation, it was so special to co-create this with you, my beautiful twin flame. And I feel that this piece and everything that we continue to express and make together brings us closer together. And that is the act of co-creation. It's to bring us even closer. And either that be creating something with your physical loved one, or the loved one that is within. It is a co-relationship. And when you are working with these elements, you are building a relationship piece by piece, moment by moment. This is an evolving, expanding, and nourishing process. And with patience, you can reveal so much about one another throughout all of the process. And I learned so much more about myself, and that creating is so liberating. It's so joyful. It's so playful. And that's really what fills me within our relationship. How joyous, how purposeful, intentional, caring, and supportive that we are for one another, and respectively nurturing each of our divinely given talents and allowing that to flourish and unfold and to be present within our relationship. There's so much more love that I feel for you and for me in this beautiful sacred adornment. When I see this piece, I see how much it took, and also how much it's going to take us. And there is so many beautiful blessings that comes forth when you allow yourself to be the co-creator of everything. And to know that it's not just me. It's we. It's we. Really flipping that M upside down to a W and winning with that, knowing that it is we. We are all here on this earth together. And by the power of we, it will set us free.
Co-creating is a love language. Yes. It really is a love language when you can cohesively co-create, cohesively, fluidly, without restrictions, without the ego heavily involved. Sure, the ego must be there, appropriately to get us to the destination, but ultimately, to be a smooth ride, sure, there's going to be turbulence, some disagreements, but ultimately it is really just being and moving with love and tenderness and caring and faith that what we have in our mind, the image that we have in our separate minds, comes together cohesively to create a whole new thing where that's what the unity and everything comes into hand and really manifests itself into a completely new being. We consider this our children, yes, and it really is that same energy, so it can be considered an act of love of multiple levels. Pure love, where that energy is being transmuted upwards, and as a result, we have physical, tangible items, adornments, things to represent all of that energy. So looking at what has been recently created between the both of us, starting with the Alignment project, even our little drawings in the parks, our doodles, our little creatives endeavors that we do with like little twigs. These are all micro forms of co-creation as well. And big or small, it doesn't matter. What really matters is that something came out of it, that the energy was properly put into a new being, let me rewind back. As we all know, energy doesn't die. It just gets transferred. And this is what happened with this ultimate piece, where a lot of our energy was really just transferred onto this adorned, yeah, I don't even know what to call it. But yeah, literally the magic, also the self-studying as well, that you had to do on your behalf to, and for me as well, the self-study that I had to do on multiple levels for us to come together on an even terrain that we could equally and conducively co-create. Because going and hearing of other past experiences of other people, of other creatives, and saying how much hard time they have, and how much blockages as well that they experience, and that is a reality of life that on multiple levels, don't want to get too deep, but literally all blockages emanating from our inner beings, and a lot of releasing that needs to be involved to create again, whether big or small, drawing a little stick figure to drawing a Picasso-like piece. It involves the same internal energy, internal fuel, internal ignition to just do it. And then it is all a matter of time that it takes from a really complex piece to a very simple piece. And there's no difference involved. It's just the amount of time that's been put into that piece. And I'm very grateful that we have the luxury, well, we had the luxury of time on our side to also do that, to be unrestricted and flow freely. I think that's a great component to creating and co-creating cohesively.
I love creating with you.
Aww.
I love being with you. I love expressing with you.
So do I.
And there is no time. It is just something that we have put upon ourselves. And it's whatever we believe is what we receive. And when we open ourselves to the relationship of the self and discover ourselves, we then can open ourselves to an even more abundant experience of love. Loving yourself is the act of loving the world. And when you find love in everything, you see God in everything, whatever you want to call God, universe, source, Sophia, Gaia, anything and everything that you feel. May that bring you the joy of uninhibited expression. And may the light that you see in others be the light that you reveal within yourself. Everything is here for us, and everything is revealed to us in nature, truly. And the blockages that we experience are divinely given to us so that we may feel them, move through them, learn from them, and explore that feeling so that we can find new paths that all lead back to the same home. And journeying in each of those feelings, it is so important. Crystal alchemy is so divinely nourishing to our vessels. Each mineral is birthed from the earth for us to incorporate into the flow of life. There are crystals out there that can charge up to 17 homes, just one block of a stone. Imagine if we connected to the crystals and the minerals that were already here on Earth, we would save our planet without having to use like just toxic energy. We can simply go back to the Mesopotamian times, the Egyptian times. What was the technology they were using? Crystals. The magnetic force of the connection of the stars, of the planetary pole with the moon and the sun, working with everything that is already within our system. It's what will keep us flowing in 5D and beyond. This piece is a testament of the new earth, where we fully embody the temple that is home, where we respect one another and respect the creation and the creator.
Respect to the creation. I like that a lot. I had a mentor who always tell me respected the line. Yes. And when working, we really had to obey the line, actually.
Obey.
Yeah. And had we crossed the line, then it would, at the end of the process, it would reveal itself. But I prefer more respect to the creation, because it really is a liberating act to create. There should be no pressure, no attachment, no ill will in this process, because it's an act of expression, an act of creation that is way beyond us. It will forever be, until the moment that we can see ourselves without no mirror. It'll be the time that we will fully understand why we've been given this ability to create individually and with others.
It's funny that you say the line, because when I was a kid, I could not color in between the lines. And I got reprimanded for not coloring in between the lines, for not following the lines. I was a wild child. I love to disobey and recreate a new structure and a new path within even simple games. I remember there would be cones lined up for us to walk through, and I would be crossing around up and down those cones for fun and just to explore a new way of being. I said, what do you mean that's the only way? There's so many ways that I can do it. And I was placed into drawing courses for years, drawing classes, dance classes, musical classes, creative classes, just so that I could express myself in that form, in that title. And I'm so grateful that I had the experience of that, because within those structures, I was able to find new ways of expressing myself and new movements within the dance, within my vocal range, within my hands even, and within acting as well. There's so much that the artist has power to listen, to feel, and to be. And it's such a spiritual process that all artists go through. And all artists are you. You are every single artist on this planet. No matter what you identify that your divinely given talents are here to express, you are an artist. Just being is the act of art. And I loved this process because there were so many lines that I revealed in a blank canvas. And so many ways that I could wrap and take this line into a new destination. Wrapping my head around that was like, okay, it's time to let go. It's time to let go and not have to find an explanation for why I'm doing it. Just because it is. Just because.
Yeah.
And next time someone asks you why, just because. And be the cause. That is it. And that is the effect. The vibration will speak for itself and it will ripple and echo all the way back to you. And if that feeling is right, then so be it. May it be the change that you want to see in this world. And this is why Align is the change. It is why it is the number 5. The change that we want to see in this world is through the act of creative expression. We can unify everything by changing the way that we see ourselves. And we see the act of co-creation. And knowing that it is inevitable that we are born with this. You're born with this. You have the power within you, always and forever. May you reveal that in unmeasurable ways. And may you take new paths that lead you to incredible experiences that shape who you are becoming. And may that be the ultimate journey home. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Wow, thank you so much for those sincere statements and the truth that you spoke through your vessel. Because throughout this, we and the universe was the muse. Yes, yes, yes. And just so much gratitude, so much joy. And in this process, the past processes and the future processes and the now process, it is all right now. It all culminates into this moment where we continue to create. Every breath is another reason to keep creating. The breath being another form of creation as well. Just pure inspiration that fuels us, that takes us where we need to go on so many levels. And I look forward to what this piece, this project, these endeavors do for not only us, but for you as well. Because to create is also to inspire, and that is our ultimate goal, to inspire. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, baby.
唔該晒，我名係美珍。As I pray to the Buddha, I receive the rhythm deep in my soul. I can feel it in my toes. That's the Buddha rhythm, didn't you know? I'ma keep my head high, 'cause I know I got him on my side. It's every day that I sit and meditate. Ooh, da 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 da. Ooh, da 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 da. Ooh, da 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 da. I pray through the day. That's how I create. I let the energy flow. Feel it deep in my toes. 'Cause that's the Buddha rhythm, didn't you know? Be, 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 be free, free, free. Be, 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 be free, free, free. Be, 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 be free, free, free. Ooh, da 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 da.